Okay, so we are in the top four, I think. Something crazy like that of this Invitational. We're up against Conf Croat, who's on Burn Queen. Now, traditional Queen, I'm usually pretty happy with that matchup. Burn Queen's a little bit sketchier in that they play Champions of Chaos and Burn spells. It's less about controlling the board and more about controlling your life total. And this hand, while it has a Black Sky Harbinger, which is nice in this matchup, and a Steward of the Past, which is nice in this matchup, and a Permafrost, which is kind of nice in this matchup, it's a little slow to develop still. I think we have to get greedy and just try and hope to hit our Lightning Storms, our good early blockers. Now, this hand doesn't have any super great answers to, say, a Champion of Chaos. We've got a Death Strike, but that's a little sketchy, right? Doesn't really matter which sigil I open up on. Get a Shadow Sigil here. Make sure we have that double Shadow for this, and also double Shadow for the 2/5, whatever you want to call them. Felon Bloodcaster. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know why I keep forgetting your name. So let's see if they have an Instigator here. Ferris Favor. All right. So now I have to decide whether I want to pull the trigger on this Lightning Storm. They don't have a ton of Lightning Storm targets. Protecting my life total is important. Let's check out their list. So they've got some Oni Ronins, they've got some Pyro Knights, they've only got the 3 Grenadin Drones, and really the rest of their deck, they've got a couple Cabal Countess. They don't have a ton of things that die to Lightning Storm, so I might just take the really clean Storm here and just kind of annihilate and Death Strike our way the rest of the way, and maybe let these Black Sky Harbingers do their job when we get there. And yeah, this isn't how you want to use Lightning Storm, but I think it's the responsible thing to do against Queen. There's the champ. We can't Death Strike it this turn, which is really unfortunate. And that probably means I can't afford to cast Bloodcaster here either. I just want to make sure I can Death Strike next turn. So we'll hide what we're developing here and play the Shadow Sigil. If we're lucky, they play something we can annihilate here. If we're not, we're probably going to get cooled. Yeah, so that's... Okay. That worked out well. That means we have this board totally managed. We're at 17 life. They've got 3 cards left. We've got some life gain going on. We get to play a C. And we're just going to do that now. I could wait for some reason, but I don't feel like it. I suppose it doesn't hurt to wait, and maybe they rapid shot or something for some bizarre reason. I just don't see that happening. Alright, that's going to be tough to deal with. I forgot they were playing Impending Dooms. This doesn't do anything on this board, so might as well just draw more cards. Champion of Cunning also doesn't do anything. So we're going to take some damage. We're actually going to play the Shadow Sigil to potentially buff these Black Sky Harbingers once I get Champion of Cunning down. But in the meantime, we're going to take a lot of damage. This is a concern. Like, I might have to chump with the Black Sky Harbinger, which I really don't want to do. I'll have to think about this. As we go to 11. Now we go to 12. That's a pretty big deal. But I have extra... Oh, jeez. That's brutal. Alright. Well, now how do we win this? A removal spell. A removal spell goes a long way. We don't get that. So what the hell do we do? Are we playing to win or are we playing to not lose? Comes the question. I'm going to live dangerously here. Alright. I think that gave us the most outs to victory. If I just chump there, like, how am I actually winning this game? And the answer is I have no idea. So, now we've got to figure out what the hell we're doing post-board. And I've got some decisions to make. Ugh. Well, I was debating about how many Annihilates to take out, and then we just got beat to death. Man, are they really playing... They're playing 3 Impending Dooms, and they drew 2. Okay. I know I need to trim down Death Strikes to 2. They're just too expensive. Yeah, right now I'm on 3 Annihilates, 3 Suffocates, 3 blah, blah, blah. But we have to cut 5 cards. Felon Bloodcasters, I need to play because they're actually Queen, they're not Burn. They were really bad that game, unfortunately, but that happens. 4 Lightning Storms is can be kind of awkward. It's weird because they're throwing a lot of different types of threats at you. They're throwing burn spells, they're throwing large units, and they're throwing small swarmy units. Like they're throwing Grenadin drones and Oni Ronins and Pyro Knights. Not that many though. So maybe these Lightning Storms aren't as good as I first thought they would be here. Like it's not traditional Queen. Mistveil Drake is nice in that it gets us an Aegis and a big difficult to deal with unit in the late game, but it is a 7-drop. That is an issue. It's not impacting the board early. Withering Witch is shrinking their large units like Champion of Chaos and Impending Doom, but it's not. It's also just a 1/4. So there's a lot of really tough decisions to make when boarding against this deck, and you kind of have to like hedge all over the place. And that's what I'm going to do. Same with Backlash. Like Backlash I think is a necessary evil. Same with Sabotage, but it's awkward. I think we're going to do this though. I think I want the Lightning Strikes. Ugh. That's another tough one to like decide. It can kill Champions of Chaos. It can kill their early drops. It can also not kill them. It's just a lot of really tough decisions to make. Like Lightning Strike, there's games where it's just awful. I don't know if I want to play something that reactive when they have no weapons. All right, let's just trim the strike, and then I could either cut a Drake or like a Storm here. I think we'll just go down to 3 Storms with no Witches. Maybe Witches are better than Champions of Cunning, but I think I'd rather just have the 5/5s that can like finish the game quickly when they show up, rather than Witch. Witch does set up Harbinger well, but Harbinger's more for the life gain anyways. That could be short-sighted on my part. But I think this plan's better, where we're just trying to be kind of mid-rangey. Answer early, stick good threats, stop their burn with Sabos and Backlashes. Could be wrong. Could certainly be wrong. But we'll see how it goes. It's called Burn Queen, but I don't know how much of it's really a Queen deck. It's really just a mid-range deck. Yeah, it's Burn Queen. Queen is not the emphasis. Queen is a burn spell in the deck. It's not really a traditional Queen deck where you draw a Lightning Storm, like Jito Queen, you draw a Lightning Storm and win. Maybe I'm not even supposed to have 3 Lightning Storms. That could be wrong. The more I think about it, it's really not answering that many things. They only have 3 Grenadin drones, 4 Oni Ronins, 2 Pyro Knights. Like, that's really not that much. Those might just not be that important. Oh well. Hopefully we're on the play. Alright, we got that down. The Wisdoms are reactive and awkward. But we can cast all the spells in our hand. And we can load up more. I think it'd be greedy to maul this. We don't have a plan for a lot of things, but hopefully Wisdom helps us. I'm not super stoked about this hand, but I don't know if I could afford to maul it. Like, 4 power with card draw is kind of exactly where I want to be on the play. So, hopefully they play an Oni Ronin or Pyro Knight here, and they do. So, we can at least cleanly deal with that. The big thing was that we were on the play here. And we have, like, a Steward. We have no Backlashes or Sabos in our opening hand, so that gives us a lot of awkward top decks. Maybe that was too hasty on the Suffocate, but I'm okay with it. Alright, they're going to take the Death Strike or the Wisdom? Alright, they do take the Death Strike. That's definitely annoying. And there's a Vera's Favor to punish us for not killing. Oh well. If they have Champion of Chaos, we're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. We are in a ton of trouble. Holy cow. Yeah, this is going to be rough. They've got a removal spell for this. We are going to be on the ropes. It doesn't look like they do, so that's good. Or they're just being really slow. There's favor our face. Okay. get a threat down. Fully buffed, ready to roll. Grenade and drone. Bandit Queen. Uh-oh. Well, that means they can only swing with this, though. It's not the end of the world. The real question is how aggressive can we get with this Champion of Cunning? That wasn't a bad draw. That's better than this. Yeah, I guess I have enough good blockers that I can swing with this. Need to apply some pressure, right? That's a pretty big life swing. Yeah, we'll pretty happily make that trade. Wow, we're just doing everything we want here. This is going very well for us. They kept in Umbran Reapers. And we're just gonna hammer them. This is a 2-turn clock in the skies, so pretty straightforward. Dark Return, sure. They have to get Umbran Reaper and chump with it, but it's silenced, so it doesn't have flying. As you can see, it's a blank text box. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, we were on the play. That was a big deal there. It let us kind of do what we want. Gave us all of the momentum. Yeah, I didn't really want to ever draw a Withering Witch there. That was for sure. And yep, he is also revisiting sideboard. That's no problem with me. Probably gonna reconsider those Umbran Reapers, among other things. Do I want to change up anything? Lightning Storms would have been pretty awkward at most stages of that game. Do I really want a third Death Strike to deal with these? They're just so slow. Death Strike's so slow. Like, the Lightning Storms aren't great, but they kept in the drones. They kept in the Knights. It's really a question of would I rather have Lightning Strikes than Lightning Storms. I don't know if I want to hedge. If I just want the Death Strike if they're keeping in all those very large... Like something like this. Like, dealing with Champion of Chaos is so important. Even if it means I have to use a 4-power spell. Yeah, let's change it up a bit. Lightning Storms are so much worse. Would I rather have Lightning Strikes? They do answer Instigators. Countess, Queen. They don't answer Doom unless I block. I can blow out. I think I want the proactive. I think I want the proactive removal for the early game. But that could come back to haunt me. These Lightning Storms might not be good enough. We'll find out. Come on, play. All right. Step 1's down. Step 2 is what the hell is this hand? It's got a Permafrost. It's got Wisdom, but double Champion is real sketchy. I think we got to ship that. It's a little too slow. Hopefully we have more early removal. Normally I don't endorse turn 1 Sabos. But it might be correct here. Yeah. Yeah, because if I draw like a favor or something, I'm not going to get a chance to Sabo here. This is sketchy. Torch, Flame Blast. So we've got the late game flexible burn spell, or the early utility Torch. Wow, they still have Torch? That's kind of surprising. Torch doesn't kill any of my units. I'm just going to take Flame Blast. I'm going to save the Permafrost. Yeah, this is awkward. So hopefully we draw undepleted power here. If we don't, we're going to be in big trouble. Oni Ronin. I'm going to have to permafrost that. No, I'm not. Alright. So we didn't hit power, but we hit the next best thing. The card I was debating hotly about keeping in or out. Maybe I wasn't supposed to keep in these wisdoms, really. Well, this is bad for us. That's surprising that they kept in as well. Hopefully we draw Vera's Favor here. That'll be, like, super clean. Nope, we don't. This is more immediate damage. I guess we just have to do that this way. You know they have a Torch and a Mystery card. They're not even on 6 power yet. Alright, they don't have a Sigil in hand. Doesn't mean they don't have more power in hand, but they don't have a Sigil in hand. Pending Doom. I'm on undepleted power. Need to save my tush here. Would I rather draw? No, we know they have a Torch in hand, so I'm fine with this eating a Torch plus whatever. If they ulti this, though, we're in a lot of trouble. They drove Flame Blast? Wow! Oh, we are dead zoned. We are just dead here. We're just dead a million different ways. How do I recover from this? I basically have to Death Strike this, and then we're just going to be dead. Alright, well, they missed power, which is kind of a boon, but we're still in trouble. I just don't know how we get out of this. This is bad. this is very, very bad. And now it's better. Yeah, that's better than Steward here. It's very hard for them to kill. Bandit Queen. This does 1 more damage. Is that relevant? Potentially is. I could also draw more answers to this, but it can also it's threatening to become larger. So we go to 4. I mean, either way. I mean, they've got spells in hand. This is brutal. Go into 5. What's the difference between 5 and 4? Like Vera's Favor or something like that. Like, if this ultis at any point, I think we can deal with it with double champ. Or double block it or whatever. Yeah. I think we go with this block. Island's Favor. It's pretty good here. Yeah, I'll hold both back here. Oh, this is going to be rather tenuous. Maybe I need to put a clock on. If Suffocate. Seal. They can't... They choose to not activate this. Wow. Well, this is going to be a close one. I have to hold 1 back to respect the queen. I have to hold both back. Let's see what we do. Let's think about this. I have an Aegis. I think it's just correct to hold back. That does pop Aegis. That's terrifying, actually. Oh, that means I didn't need... That means I definitely didn't need to do that. Ugh, shit. If they drew a rapid shot, it was dead, so might as well double block. Oh, did I need to swing it all there? I guess I didn't. Well, moment of truth. Oh my god, these games are stupid. Champion of Cunning, thank you for existing. Holy god. Whew! Ah, all right. We're gonna go to the something finals. That was like losers bracket finals or something. I guess next we play the win. I have no idea. No, next is losers bracket finals. All right. I'll see you then. I'll see you then.